Hey folks, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your NHL playoff preview and prediction on tonight's NHL playoff games for a Thursday, May 20th. Hopefully you're having yourself a good start to your, a full Friday. That's right, we call this a full Friday here on the Raymond Report. And folks, going to be some good hockey games here tonight. Looking forward to some of the matchups. In fact, before we get to that, don't forget, today's podcast brought to you by HockeyPicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join. You want to check out the top scorers right now at HockeyPicks.com. You can see Z Roper still leading the pack at 844. Vela from Finland at 832. Benji from Detroit, 809. And there's Yoda at 793. And Nicholas Scott, 781, leading the top fives here at HockeyPicks.com. In fact, how did I do yesterday with my selections? 3-2, and Joker went 4-1. It was a tough night of picking. Some really good games last night, but I'm looking forward to today's matchups. I think we've got some great games, and we're going to kick it off right now with the Florida Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Man, I'm telling you, Tampa Bay looks really good. Even though I predicted Florida in the series, sometimes you just got to tip your hat off to the better team that in the first two games, and that was Tampa Bay. Penalty trouble in game number one got Florida. The hot goaltender. If you recall some of my my videos going into the playoffs here, I said, you know what wins Stanley Cups? Sandpaper type players that are gritty and good defense and good goaltender. And right now they're gonna have to solve the Riddler in Vasilevsky because Vazzy's got their number and he's looking good. And what's Florida gonna do? They're gonna go back to Bobrovsky, or they're gonna ride Dredger. I always get mixed up with his name, so I apologize for butchering his name. I think it's Dredger. But, hey, you know what? I go back to Dredger. It was a 3-1 game last night, empty netter. I think we're going to get another great game here tonight. This is a crucial game for the Panthers. You don't want to go down 3-0 to Tampa Bay because it could be lights out, right? So what do you do if you're Florida Panthers going into this game? You played a disciplined game in game number 2. At the end of the day, Tampa Bay getting Kucherov back, Stamkos back, that defense, I didn't realize how heavy that defense was. You look at players like Cernak and also Hedman, and man, they got some nice, Sergachev, man, they got some really solid defensemen there in Tampa Bay. And I said it before and I'll say it again, the winner of this series to me wins the Stanley Cup. This is the Florida or Tampa Bay. Whoever comes out of this series, the winner, wins the Stanley Cup. Now, game number 3 will be in Tampa Bay tonight at the Amalie Center Arena. And the bookmakers now made the Tampa Bay Lightning a 141 favorite. Over-under set at 5.5. ATS forecast, the computer pick, is going to lean with the Lightning here. 3.38, 2.97. The over-under at 6.35. Looking at the chance of winning does favor the Florida Panthers at 51%. And they are now on a 2-game losing streak. And they're going to have to find a way to get pucks in deep and get pucks behind Vasilevsky if they want to get back in the series. Should be a great matchup. And you know what? If I'm Florida going into this game, don't change anything. Play like you did in game number 2. I think you outshot them too in game number 2. It's just you got to solve the hot goaltender. That's the bottom line. You did a good job, but now you got to solve a hot goalie. And if you're Tampa Bay, just keep doing what you're doing also. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Should be a great matchup tonight in Tampa Bay. All right, New York Islanders taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Penguins got a 2-0 stranglehold now in this series, and they're coming off a, 2-1 win the other night. So, again, a lot of one-goal games in the playoffs. It's really some good hockey. The bookmakers have made the Islanders a 116 favorite. The over-under set at 5.5. ATS forecast computer pick sees the Boatmen winning this one, 3.37. 2.8. The over-under set at 6.17. The chance of winning does favor the New York Islanders here at 55%. And look at the 34% chance of winning for the Penguins. And the Kogo is at 61%. And Tristan Jarry will get the nod here tonight against maybe Varlamov. Or does Barry Trotz go back to Sorokin here? We'll see tonight. It's, game time decisions with it's like, secret assignments there. If you can find out who the goalie is for starting goalie in playoffs, then you're in deep or you're in good with the head coach if you know that. All right, the game of the night will be at the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. I'm looking forward to this one. And the Leafs, a huge favorite here, 213. The over-under set at 5.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to go with the Buds here. 3.14 for Toronto, 2.47 for the Montreal Canadiens. The over-under at 5.61. 79% chance of winning for Montreal. That's because They are coming in on a 5-game losing streak. They haven't played in a week. And the Toronto Maple Leafs, their last game was a loss to 4-2 to Winnipeg. But you know what? Hit the reset button. It's 0-0 in the standings. And now you're looking at maybe Jack Campbell. And expect Carey Price to be between the pipes tonight. He had 2 assignments in the Laval. He did okay. Gallagher also played, so we'll see if he's going to be in the lineup tonight. And I know they're juggling their lineup a bit. And the thing that if you recall last year when Montreal played into the playoffs, they did a good job. And one thing I really realized last year was that Petrie and Weber and Ben Chariot. Now Chariot here, what's his situation here? He should be back. I thought he had a better season last year, but Petrie hopefully he's back here tonight. It says he'll sit out Wednesday against Edmonton. That was last week. And hopefully he is back here tonight, because when you look at the defensive pairings, I think Montreal has the edge. Again, anytime you handicap hockey in the playoffs, you don't start from the forwards to the net. You start from the goaltender out. And I think this is where Montreal has the edge. Montreal has the edge on defense and on goaltending. However, Toronto has Austin Matthews and Marner, right? But here's where Corey Perry, that's where they went and got him for these type of situations. His leadership, his nastiness, and if anybody's followed Corey Perry in his career, this is where he excels in the playoffs. So I'm going to go with the Montreal Canadiens tonight as a big upset, and I'm going to take them to win the series. I think Montreal can win the series. They're just going to have to find a way to keep the dynamic duo of Marner and Matthews off the score sheet, and don't give these guys power play opportunities, because they'll bury you. But if they can just stick to 5-on-5 hockey and just grind them out, and we'll see with Toronto. They went out and got Simmons on the year. They got Foligno, which I thought was a great pickup for Toronto. I love Foligno when he was here in Ottawa. Great community guy too, and really good in the community. Good, just down overall a great guy, and I'm sure he's fitting in well with the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I'm sure the people in Columbus are really missing him right now. But to the ice, I think Corey Perry, Carey Price. You know what I'm trying to say. If the price is right, we're going to do it, right? So if Carey Price stands on his head and the defense is solid, and Shea Weber, hopefully he's in the lineup. I know he was a game-time decision, but I'm it's all hands on deck. Here we go, right? It's playoff time. So I do like Montreal to win this series. I know it's going to probably ruffle a few feathers amongst my Ontario friends, but that's okay. Being a Sens fan, that's what I'm paid to do. All right, Vegas taking on the Minnesota Wild. Now the Golden Knights, a 116 favorite here on the road against a team that's really owned them this season, Minnesota. They are at 5.5 is the over-under. Forecast, going to lean with the Golden Knights here. 3.28, 2.96, the over-under set at 6.24. Looking at the chance of winning, 52% for the Wild compared to 31 for the Vegas Golden Knights. The last 5 games for Vegas have gone under the total, and the last 2 have gone under for Minnesota. And 65% of this chance game going over the total. And looking at tonight, starting goaltenders, you probably got Max Talbot against the Flower. Hey, Flower, 26-10 on the year, 1.98 goals against average. Hey, goaltending is not the problem in Vegas. You got to put the old biscuit in the basket type thing, right? You got to find the twine, as they say in hockey. And if Vegas can, hopefully, Pacioretty. I don't know what his situation is. Pacioretty. Yeah, they really need Pacioretty, but he's a game time decision. They need him to come back because he's the Robin of Batman and Robin with Stone and Pacioretty, right? All right, there you have it. That's my preview and prediction today. And again, you can get my picks each and every day right here at hockeypicks.com. That's one of my favorite sites that I built many, many moons ago. My handle's Ronnie Ray. Look for the old Hall Olympic logo and follow my picks, and you can get them each and every day right here at hockeypicks.com. Enjoy the night. Should be some great hockey. Cheers.